Hello and welcome. This is Anastasia at Nails Pro Academy. Thank you so much for joining our webinar. Today we will be talking about how to take beautiful pictures for Instagram using just your phone. Thank you that you decided to spend this Sunday morning or maybe afternoon or evening with me. Now let me know where you're watching from. I already see Anne from Quebec, Puerto Rico. Hello, Germany, Spain, US. Wow, thank you guys so much. So now let's get to know each other. Also, let me know, besides where you're from, I would like to know, have you been using Instagram for attracting your clients? Because, I mean, most of us use Instagram for different reasons. Like we like to watch somebody's posts or stories, we like to follow someone, but do you actually use it as the tool to get more clients, or are you just figuring out the way on how to do this? Today, we will also have a special hashtag, which is hashtag InstaNailWebinar. You can see it on my presentation now. And if you will be posting anything on your social webs, do not forget to use it so we can easily find it and like you. And also you will have a little homework in the end. So also do not forget to use it so we can easily find it. Wow, we have so many people here: Albania, Holland, Iceland, Brazil, Kentucky, Poland, Portland, Oregon, UK. Wow, the whole world is with us. Thank you so much. And also, if you're first time here on our webinar, it's pretty easy. You need to watch. Do not forget to take screenshots, make some notes, because the information will go pretty fast. We will have around 1 hour, 20 minutes. Well, we'll see how it goes. And we are going to learn about how to take beautiful pictures. I will give you some tips, and then there will be a workshop on how to edit your photo on your phone. And like I said, there will be a little homework for you, which will help you to improve even better. Memphis, Israel, Nigeria, Wales, UK, wow, West Virginia. I just like to grow followers. Yeah, well, obviously that's what all creators like to do. We'll talk about it a little bit, but mostly today it's about pictures, because if you have beautiful pictures, it will be easier for you to make people want to subscribe and actually stay and follow you. Okay, so, and also, how long have you been using Instagram for attracting your clients? And while I'm waiting for your comments, I will introduce myself. I'm Anastasia. I'm a licensed nail technician since 2004, and since 2007, I've been an educator as well. I started using Instagram in 2013, which is 6 years from now, and since then, I'm using it constantly to attract my clients. Now I work mostly as educator, so now my target audience is you, nail technicians or nail enthusiasts. That's why my content now is a little bit different. I post mostly tutorials, some useful tips and tricks, things how to do something for Instagram, like now we're doing this webinar. But before then, I was working with the clients a lot, so I posted a lot of pictures that I did on my clients, before and after photos, and so on. So I think that most of you are aware that Instagram is a really big social web, and this is actually the data from last year. It happened last year when Instagram reached this mark of 1 billion active users monthly. Do you realize what it means? It's not just people registered or downloaded the app. It's people who are actually on an everyday basis are doing something, whether it's just scrolling, liking, or posting. That's like mind-blowing. And that means that our target audience is obviously there, because the majority of the users are females, and this is a visual social web, so I don't see any reasons to not use it. We have Sarah, who's using for 3 months. That's good. Been using Instagram just as a hobby, but now for business, I learned great tips from your videos. Awesome, thank you. All right, so now I want to start with breaking a myth. And one of the biggest myths for nail technicians and concern is that I need to have a professional studio like this one if you want to take beautiful pictures. There's even a meme on internet, I didn't find it, but it says something like, this is how Russian nail techs take photos, which is not actually true. You don't really need that much equipment to do this. All you need to have is just some modern smartphone. Seriously, most of the pictures that I take were also done by smartphone. I do have camera as well, and sometimes we do professional photo shoots. But if your goal is to attract clients, smartphone is all that you need. Okay, now let's get to the actual knowledge and tips. I get this question very often, so how should you take a picture? Because there are now so many different formats. There's a landscape, which you can see on the left side of the picture. This is when you hold your phone like this, and this is how you take a picture. It's called landscape. So it's horizontal. Then there is square, which is the traditional Instagram format. You see it like this. This is how it appears on the feed. And then we have portrait, which is when you hold the phone like you usually hold it like this. This is how pictures appear in stories. So the answer is you can take them either way. It will still be a nice picture. But when you actually see somebody's profile, it is always shown as the square. This is the screenshot of my profile. So that means you will see the square anyways, so I recommend you to take pictures in the square format from the beginning. In most phones, there is such a feature when you're choosing to take a picture or to take video, you can scroll and choose the square format. So if you take it square from the beginning, it will be easier, so you will not get involved in how to crop this. Because for some pictures, for example, there is one in the middle with the pink nails. And let me show you this one. So it looks like, this one right here. The index and the pinky finger, they're kind of cut. You cannot really see them because this is video for IGTV. And when it's square, you can see that it's a little bit cut. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to take pictures that will definitely fit in your feed, I recommend you to use square. Hello, Chile. I just graduated nail school last week and I'm very new. I started in April. Sylvia, thank you. Fracta 3 months, just started a month ago. All right, so we have many newbies here. Thank you for joining, and this is really cool. If you just get started, you're diving into the gadget knowledge right away. Okay, let's continue. So another big question and problem that I hear from nail technicians is that I do not have too many pics to post. So, and I understand that. If you're just getting started, you probably do not have tons of clients, you do not have hundreds of content to post, and you're like, well, what? And you don't post. And this is what happens. So when you do not post, you don't get any new followers, new likes, and everything is kind of stopping. Let me know in the comments if somebody felt like this, because believe it or not, even I experienced lack of content and that feeling like, oh my God, what should I post now? So here's some tips on what you should post. You can post your old pictures again. If you're just started a month ago, you might not have ones, but if you've been working at least for a year, you definitely have your old manicures. And sometimes I just caught myself, I'm scrolling and then I'm like, oh, there's a nice set I did like 1 year ago. Why didn't I post it? It's actually pretty nice. And then you post it. Also, you can take a picture of both hands separately, one and then another one, and post them at a different time. Then you can do a close-up of one nail, especially if there was some rhinestones or some cool design, or it's just beautiful glitter nail. We can also do before and after. If you've been doing some transformation, like for bitten nails or for any nails actually, you can take a picture before and after without color and then with a color, and that would be 2 different pictures. Also, I recommend you to post not only nails but something other than that, such as during the service when you're filing, when you're applying the color, just some action. It also makes your profile more live. It shows that there is some person behind it, because let's admit it, when you see some profile and they're just nails, 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 you're like, looks nice, but it's kind of like a catalog, right? We always want to see more, see something from behind. So why only nails? Besides nails, you should definitely post yourself. Then you can post your own salon or workspace. If you do not work in salon, if you work at home, it's still fine. You can just take a picture of the table you're working in, on the shelves that you have your products on. Why not? You can post the colors that you have, because if you have 200 colors, you definitely need to show it. You can post new designs that you just tried on the tips. You can post the process on how you clean your implements, like disinfection, sterilization process. You can post the products and tools you use, or especially if you just bought something new. And you can post classes you're taking, for example, this one. And do not forget the hashtag InstaNailWebinar. Okay, guys, let's move on. I do not have Sarah saying, when I don't have what to post, I repost videos, they get a lot of views. Hey Sarah, I can tell you are experienced user of Instagram. Yeah, that's true. Videos do have more engagement. Yeah, that's absolutely true. And I agree, you can do repost not only of your own content, but of somebody else's. For example, you liked somebody's work, you can just repost it, but do not forget to give credits and say like, hey, this is like a beautiful work by somebody, like maybe your clients will want, or here's the idea, you repost somebody's nails and be like, I really like this set made by someone who wants to do the same. And and like your clients may raise their hands or whatever. I do this very often. I repost pictures and videos from my students, from another educators we have in our school. I think that's totally fine. Dutch Hub saying, or make your own nails every day, new set, one hand only for 2 weeks, get nice sets and post. Exactly. Do not forget about your own nails, 2 hands, but also we have 5 fingers on each hand. So you can even do 10 different designs and, take just a close-up picture of one nail. That's actually what I do sometimes. All right, now let's go through the perfect photo checklist. These are the things you need to consider when taking a good photo. So this is lighting, posture, background, accessories, and editing. I went more deep into that on my previous last year webinar. If you haven't seen it, that's fine. We still have a recording of that. But let's just briefly review what exactly it means so we can move on to more advanced things. And first one is lighting, which is super important. And one of the best options to do beautiful light pictures is to use a daylight. You can do it in front of the window, you can do it outside, and if you live somewhere where it's light, at least sometimes, then you're really lucky. I mean, natural lighting is the best one. For example, this picture, I just, bought an ice cream, I took it outside, and you see there's nothing really on the background, it's just a concrete, but it looks kind of nice. Well, mostly because of the ice cream, of course, but let's admit, it's kind of looks different from traditional photos that we usually have when there's just 2 hands on the table. Mel is saying, I'm just here because I love your videos. Australian here. Just did polygel, I'd say I nailed it, but I'd be lying. Hello, Mel. Nice to see you. Did you take a picture? And are you ready to post it? Because if you did, today we're going to edit a photo together with you guys. So if you have some pictures that you didn't post because you thought, well, they're kind of not nice, maybe we can improve them. So here's another one of the bad example, and I took it. It's a picture after the competition, but it was on the venue of the competition, and they had this crazy colorful lights, and you probably can see like this is not the best lighting option, and it's extremely hard to edit the photos like this. So natural lighting is one of the options, but if you live in a country where, especially in the winter time, it's always dark, then you can use artificial lighting, and it's better to use powerful bulbs which are called white. And just when you take a picture, make sure it's rather light, because light pictures attract more clients, more people rather than dark ones. I have this problem. Janet's asking, I wonder what feed you're reading. It's definitely not this one. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I got distracted. There is another feed on YouTube. By the way, if you guys are watching this from YouTube, you can also do it from our website. It's all the same video, just on the website. You will also get to see some additional cool deals that we will have after the webinar. Sylvia is saying, I've been using Instagram for about 1 year, but Facebook for gaining clients. Awesome. So Facebook worked better for you. Actually, I know that it really depends on your audience, on the place where you live, because sometimes for some regions Facebook works better. Sometimes it's Instagram. For younger audience, they're all on Snapchat. So yeah, it might be different. But from what I noticed, still Instagram is they have really people of different ages, and it's just one of the powerful tools, and it doesn't require too much time, just to do this. But if you are like doing content, I recommend you to try different social webs, and then you will see what the outcome is. All right. Trinidad, Barbados, Michigan, Norway. Awesome. Okay, so let's move on. Next one is posture, which is kind of complicated one, right? Have you had these clients when you feel like you're arm wrestling with them, and when you are like, okay, let's take a picture, and you think that, okay, we'll spend 2 minutes taking beautiful pictures, then you can go have lunch finally, and you end up taking a picture for, I don't know, half an hour, because your client will never relax her hands and take a nice posture. So if it goes complicated like this, just use a natural ones. For example, like this one. This is just hand straight, and you cannot see it on the picture, but I usually take something, just any object, and put them under their hand, so they can relax it and hold it straight. This is one of the easiest ones. Hello. Oh, that's really nice that you're also saying hi to each other, guys, because I can tell some of you have been to our webinars for a while. So there's kind of community going on here. And now is saying, I'm on Instagram 98% of the time and works great for me. Awesome. Okay. So that was lightning, posture. Next one is background. And this is super easy. So for the light nails, it is better to use dark background. For dark nails, the light background. So it should be contrast. For blue nails, the opposite color of the blue, if we take a look on the color wheel, is yellow. And by the way, those were Raman nails. That's why I took a picture with Raman. But still, since it's yellow and blue, it's contrast. So when you scroll the feed, let's admit this combination of color is more eye-catching if you, for example, had just white on some light background. So just make sure that it stands out. Make sure that the background is not more catchy than the nails itself. For example, you did some light, beautiful, romantic nude nails, and then you take, I don't know, some crazy yellow background. All the attention will be to the background, not to the nails. So just make sure that it complements each other, and if the nails are really outstanding, like they have design or they're long, I recommend just some neutral background will work. So to find easy solutions for the background, I have a bunch of different, these are, I bought just in the shop. These are just colorful. I don't know, it's not really paper, it's some soft tissue. So we have blue, we have orange, and I just customize and choose, whatever background will work for today's nails. So you just buy a few sets of those. Ooh, this blue looks really bright. So you just, take a look on which color will look with specific client's nails, and then choose a different one. So I also have a set of these. This is like soft paper, and they're not expensive. Once you buy some sets of them, you can use them. You can also use fabric. Most fabrics look pretty good, and just have this collection of them. All right. So another one is accessories, and by accessories, traditionally we think of rings, of some bracelets, but besides, it can be actually, just a cup from Starbucks. Or like I have here, well, it's not Starbucks, I think it was in Hong Kong, but anyways, it really complements and it gives some Christmas mood, even though, we have no idea whether it was Christmas or not, but it probably was, since the cup says Cozy Christmas. So just buying or having an empty Starbucks cup or things like that, you can just collect them in a box, and once you see that, ooh, it matches cool with the client's hand, just to take a picture of it. Another thing, I saw some glitter boards, really think I should get them after this. Yes, well, I didn't took them with me today, but I also do have some glitter boards. They really look cool, especially, with white nails, with some solid colors. Yeah, and the Christmas is coming, so you might need those. Just find any craft shops. I also have, like an album, and there's a collection of different marble paper. It also looks pretty cool, like you have different colors of marble, even though this is just paper. Another option is just having accessories, and like I have, this is small part of my collection, my rings, and you probably think now, oh my God, she's rich, she can afford it. But actually, believe it or not, all these rings, including this box, were total like $20, I think, because I bought them in AliExpress. You can also, Wish, or I think Amazon have similar ones. They're not silver, obviously, but you cannot really see it on the picture. So once again, depending on the design you chose, you just took a ring that you like, put it on the client's hands. And usually what's cool, by the way, this ring is from this collection too. What's great about those rings is that their size is usually, you can customize it, so you do not need to worry like, which size should I pick? So you just choose the size according, to their size, and then it will look just great. So I bought the box as well because, I just wanted to keep them nice, but then I realized that my collection is like 3 times bigger than that, so I probably need more or just the bigger ones. But this is also a cool idea. Besides this, you can have, everything, like we just said, like the Starbucks cup, feathers, candies. By the way, all the candies and everything that looks yummy also looks great for the pictures. At some point my collection grew so big that I realized I need to choose something. And it's very often that you can use somebody that your client already had, like a purse, or maybe my client once, she had a Apple Watch with a blue bracelet, and we did blue nails as well, so it looked really cool together. And clients usually choose the color or the style that they really like, that they already probably have, in their life. So just take a look at your client, and maybe some of her accessory will work just good, whether it's the sunglasses, her purse, or, just, a piece of jacket. Malik is asking, does skin tone influence the background color you should choose? Well, not really. I mean, the skin tone is only more about when you choose the nude color for the French style and overall. And well, the rule is kind of the same, as for the any colors. It's just for the lighter skin, the darker colors will just have more contrast with it, but not really. I don't really think that this is too important. You just need to, like I said, so let's say you have like 3 options. You can choose, just look at this one, take a look at this one, take a look at this one. So you see, yellow is obviously not the best choice here for the nude ones, while the black and the blue looks pretty cool, both of them. So, and then you decide. I can watch you all day long. Thank you. Do you think some of the colors takes time to post? Darkness Woman is asking. That's a great question. Well, yeah, I can say we definitely can use more colors depending on the season. let's say for Christmas, we definitely expect more glitter, more red, more cozy stuff like sweaters and things like that. For winter, white, cold tones, red is also like kind of, you have associations with winter. During summer, we expect more neons, more, crazy and bright colors. So yeah, absolutely. I think it's fine. All right. So let's get to the next one, which is also very important, is editing. And I've seen so many times, I just scroll my feed and I see beautiful nails because, like I said, I'm an educator since 2007, which makes it, oh my God, 12 years. And also I am checking assignments online. So that means, I have an eye on whether nails are good or bad, regardless of the photo of its quality. So I've seen it so often. I'm like, oh my God, this picture, this photo is so nice. This set, not the picture, the nails. Well, the picture is so dark and like the background is awful. And I just, really feel sad that the clients, they will not be able to see it because they see with a different eye. And I'm like, we need to do something about it. So editing is one of the options when you just did have time and opportunity to set a really good lighting, and it can really help a little, make a picture a little better. And I just want to say I'm not Photoshop specialist. I cannot turn, this picture from something totally different, which I know is possible with today's technologies. And I'm not going to teach you any of that because I don't do it myself. I just show you how to do a little retouch, just do something from this dark to this light and how to add a text. So does this sounds like something you guys want to learn? I know it's not the same life. Oh, this is if you're guys talking about the website, it is the same live. So for those watching us on YouTube, it's okay, you can watch them as well. But closer to the end, I recommend you to switch to the website so you can see all the special deals as well. All right, so here are apps for editing. There are tons of them, and these are just some options that I used. So Instagram itself, they have actually editing tools that sometimes you might not even need something additional if you don't want to download it, or if your memory is full like mine, all the time. Snapseed is one of the most popular, and today we will be using this one because I know they have an app for both Android and iOS. Pixlr, that's how I probably should read it, PicMonkey and Afterlight. So these two, Pixlr and PicMonkey, they also have the desktop versions and web versions. So if you're like me, you prefer to edit things sitting in front of your computer, not on your phone, then you can choose these options and do the same editing but on the computer. And these are really visual, really easy to understand solutions. If you want to do something more professional, then of course things like Photoshop, Pixelmator, and there are many other similar programs might help you. But if our goal is just to make something more light and edit text, come on, you don't really need that much. I use Pixlr all the time, Insta filters to fine tune. Sylvia, awesome. Instagram filters are great, helps a lot. Yes, I absolutely agree, because most things we can just do them with that. Okay, so now let's edit a picture. Well, I know that not all of you might have this app downloaded yet or some picture ready to be edited, and that's fine, but you can do it later. Just do not forget to use the hashtag that I showed you, InstaNailWebinar, so I can find your pictures later when you will be sharing them. Okay, I need to unlock my phone. Okay, it recognized me. That's good stuff. So let's, for example, take this one. It's a picture in the airplane, but it's kind of dark. Even though all the rest of it seems okay, we just want to, take a few adjustments to it. So let's go to the Snapseed. So these are all the apps that I have. Like I said, it's available both for iOS users and Android, so you can all use it. And then we need to find it, which will take a while. Okay. So here's the picture. Like I said, the square format is what we are looking for Instagram, and this one is already square, so basically we do not need to change anything, but I still recommend you to choose this tool, which is crop, and you can choose like the orientation. Maybe you want to use it for your stories or something, but we choose square, and I would like the nails to be a little closer. You know, because the focus should be always on nails, right? Not on everything else. And we just click check mark and okay, we crop the pictures. Usually start with this one. Then let's make it a little lighter. So you want to choose tools and this one right here on the top, tune image. And what's cool about this app is that you click here, brightness, and then you just with your finger you scroll whether right or left. So you see this number right here, it's changing, and you can immediately see the changes, whether, well, maybe not all the way, that's too crazy, but something like this seems fine. And then you can make another changes, but I'm always crazy that if something crashes or, I just go somewhere, somebody calls me, it will not be saved, so I save after every single step, but that's me. I've been using PicsArt, been working well for me so far. Oh yeah, PicsArt is a good one also. I also use Photo Studio. Yeah, I think their apps really similar. Okay, so what else? If you want to make it a little more lighter still, but not, just to have a crazy white color, then you can choose highlights and also, just see. Actually looks different on the screen, so I probably should look there. More or less highlights. So you see, once we go more to the right, every dark areas turn a little lighter. Okay. And just when you're changing the color, do not change it too much, so it will not be like recognizable. And well, that's pretty much it with the colors. But if you want, you can also change the shadows. See more shadows, less shadows. Well, I think it's maybe, yeah, let's do a little bit. And also, I personally am crazy about the temperature. I really like when it's a little bit cool, like more bluish. So we go here again, tune image, warmth. And so you see, if we go all the way up, it will be yellow, which I do not recommend you to do. If we go all the way here, well, it's crazy blue, just to show you. So I want to make it just a little bit, just slightly cooler. But once again, that's just me. You do not have to use warm. Mostly the features that I use are brightness, shadows, highlights sometimes. That's it. So now let's add the name. Why I recommend you to always put your name on it. Even doesn't have to be watermark, but your name, is because if your pictures get reposted, especially by some public profiles, there is ones that collect different nail art from all over the place. So if they do, and if they not give credit, or sometimes people don't even look at credits, there will still be your name on it. And also, if you take a really nice picture, it will be all over internet, on Pinterest, just everywhere. I see my pictures and mostly my videos like everywhere all the time, and all public. I even see like companies use them to advertise their products, their classes, even though I never use their products, but that's fine. But since I have the name on it, usually it's still there, so the people can see who was the author. And if you're not at that level, I mean, trust me, you will be, so you want to take care about it now. So there are different styles of, like, you can do even something like this. Maybe you want to leave your context or something, but I prefer a really simple style. So we just double tap and let's do something like Nails Pro Academy. You can leave your contact there right away, or some information. So let's choose the color that will be Ooh, this one seems like almost a match. Maybe not this one. And you see what's cool about it? You just, with your finger, you move it all around. You can make it smaller and just place wherever you feel is the place for it. Well, I like to keep them really small and simple. Well, I mean, this one still can be cropped off, but I think it's okay. I don't really like, you know, those watermarks that go all over through the nails because you won't be able to see them. Then we save, and that's it. Then you export it, you save, or you save a copy, and then you just post it. How to shoot nail tips photos showing nail art. Yeah, that's a good question, and that is actually much more simple than shooting the actual hands, because tips, you can put them anywhere you want. So treat it like an object, right? That's what tips are. And rules are the same except for posture. Like with posture, we're limited to what a hand can do, like, you know, with tips, I have some examples on my feed, you can look for them. So I had the separate oval tips. I just, you know, make a mess of them and just put them on some background, like I think it was like a light blue one, and it still looks cool. It's all the same, just easier because you can take the light and go really close to the tips. You can put them on something, like when I did this sweater knitted style design, I use an actual sweater as the background. So it's all the same except that you might not need as many accessories because they're just tips and you can place them wherever you want. You can lay them out as 5 tips, or you can, you know, just make few of them, or you can make some certain figure out of them. It's pretty much the same rules. I mean, the light still should be good, the background. Also, I have, you know, on my balcony, I have like a wooden, I don't know, a wooden part. So once I lay them out, and remember, it's always a close-up picture, so it's not like everything gonna be in the screen. So I did a really close-up of this wood, and it looks so cool, you know, like it was somewhere in the woods. So for tips, it's the same thing. You just can keep some certain backgrounds that might look cool with them. You shared one of my pic. My nail biter kept her nails on for 7 weeks. I were over the moon. Ooh, Sila Salon of Nagelskole. Oh, that's a nail school. Cool, thank you. What app is that? It's called Snapseed. So now let's quickly go through another one. I will show you how you can edit the picture using only Instagram tools. Yes, thank you guys. First, yeah, that was Snapseed. I can show you how their logo looks like. So it's like a leaf, and it's available for, yeah, I believe, yeah, here the Snapseed. And this is, by the way, other ones I showed you, like this Pixlr is also a really good one, and it's very, very similar to what I showed you. But also, other than that, you can use, okay, we need to turn on, you can use just Instagram. Yeah, I'm sorry, I will just open it up. And with the Instagram tools, you can do everything that we just did except for the text. So if you need to add text, it's better to use some external, you know, things like we just used. Okay, so here's another example. For example, here's, that's again a picture from the, okay, let's take this one. Okay, that's a notification of my own webinar. Thank you. I'm already on it. So you can crop as well, and it's cool that you just, you know, with your fingers, you can actually move it closer or further. Okay, I think that's cool. Next, then we click Edit. Well, you can go through the filters, but usually I don't like using them for nails because they change the color of the nails. Usually we do not want that. So you can here adjust as well, which is a cool option. You know, if you're, for example, if you didn't like the position of the nails, I think it's okay now, but maybe Let's do it like this. Okay, so brightness once again, but before brightness, the first thing I like to use here is sharpen. It's at the very end. You need to scroll all the way down. We choose sharpen and it makes the picture more sharp, obviously. Well, if you go all the way down, it's usually too much. I don't know if you can see the difference on your screen, but there is one. So just make it a little sharper, and then I go to the brightness and make it brighter. Well, I mean, there's still nothing we can see over there through the window, so who cares if it will be too white, right? Then, remember I told you I really like cool pictures, you know, both cool and cool in temperature. So that's why we'll go a little cooler. And there's also an option, the same shadows and highlights. So highlights will make it a little lighter by highlighting, and okay, that's probably too much. We do not need this one. And that's it. So if you, for example, edit it and you do not want to post it right now, you need to have an option that Instagram will automatically save your pictures in the camera roll. Then you just click next, you share, and then you delete it right away. So this is how you will keep it saved in your camera roll, and then you can post it sometime later. That's pretty easy, nothing complicated, but I hope it was really helpful for some of you just getting started here. All right. Twill is sharing, I like to put my name on the fingers close to the nail to make it harder to remove. Also, make it semi-sheer so not to detract from the nails. Absolutely agree with you. Yeah, especially with the close-up pictures, I also like to put it close to the cuticle. And I also seen that many nail bloggers, they also do a text that it's not just straight line, that it's curved and it goes around the cuticle. So when it's like this, definitely no one would want to, you know, crop it. And yes, making it semi-sheer also a cool tip. I use it sometimes too. I edited the picture on Snapseed and my nails have never looked better. Awesome, Vivian. Will we be able to see it? So if you are watching from the website, then you can share the pictures right there. There is an icon that looks like a camera. You can just click on it and share some pictures right now if you want. If you're on YouTube, then you can go to the website, or you can use InstaNailWebinar hashtag. I really would like to see yours. Okay, are you guys ready for a little bit more tips and some cool homework? So one of your homeworks will be to edit any pictures, any picture that you want, like this. Once again, some additional cool things that you can use to make your pictures look even more unusual is powerful bulbs. It's not about the lamp that you're using. Well, sometimes it is, but mostly not. It's about the bulbs. So I recommend you to use really powerful ones. For example, we use 100 watt cool white, not warm white. Warm white will make them yellow. And also there is a cool thing called micro lens, which is available for the phones. So it makes the pictures like this. This is the close-up for the cuticle. And this picture probably looks attracting only to the nail techs. I don't know how about real people, but do you guys find this picture attractive too? This beautiful process of trimming the cuticle. So it really looks nice when you will take a picture of glitter, of some design, but any close-up looks nice with it. So this is called Mobile Kit with Tripod, Light, and Micro Lens. I have it right here. I left a link to Amazon. You can screenshot it, or I can share it at Nails Pro Academy stories later if you want. So this is how it looks. It's, you know, just a clip, and the lens looks like this because the camera on the phone is really small. Yeah, I can show you a close-up now. All right, so you just put it right on your camera of your phone like this. And oh my god, my nails are so not ready for any close-ups, but okay, just for you guys. And then we open it up, and then okay, you cannot see all the details, thank God. And we can see the details of my outgrown cuticle. Yeah, okay, well, you got the point. So like I said, with glitter, with some cool designs, with many things, it will look just outstanding, and I recommend you to try it. I think this kit is around like 20, no, I think this one is $35 as far as I remember, but it also goes with a fisheye lens, with something else. There's a tripod, I didn't take it with me. There's also a light, and it might be useful for you too. So if you're doing some services outside your home, like mobile services, and they do not have proper lighting, you just charge it, you just put it on your phone, and yeah, hope you can see it. There's a light, and you can even switch from cold to warm, and I mean, you just, oh, okay, I almost forget about that. I can give you a close-up. And well, I don't, in this version of iPhone, they don't have a slot for it anymore, but you can just put it on your phone and, just use it. And then you just turn it off. But you see, it even works without the phone. You just need to charge it. So in the set, they also come with the microphone. Well, I didn't really use it much, and some other lenses. And there's also another one which you may need sometimes. This is like auto remote shutter. Okay, this is how it's called. So you just, once you connect it to your phone, you just push the button and it will automatically take a picture. Because sometimes, let's admit it, sometimes our clients desperately need our help to take the posture that we need from them. And if all of your hands are involved, you can just click on the picture and that's it. Wow, we have some pictures here. I'm so excited to try. Okay, Vivian just edited my first pic. Thank you so much for sharing your tips. I will be posting this on Instagram as well. Ooh, that's a nice picture. Okay, on the new, I really like the lighting. I think itself, was pretty good. Cool, full of live nails. So, okay, you have another one. And Nail Machine did this now with Snapseed. Wow, beautiful. Okay, well, I think it was beautiful from the beginning as well. Nice, turquoise nails. And those watching only from the YouTube, you can share your pictures as well, whether go to nailsproacademy.com and upload the picture right now, or use the hashtag InstaNailWebinar. All right, are you guys ready for more? So this one will be your homework, so it is really cool. You will really like it, I promise, but you just need to trust me, because it will sound a little weird at the beginning. So it's called personal chart. And it's kind of hard to memorize it. Okay, let me turn so you can fully see this word. Take a screenshot of it now, please, so you will have this chart with you. And I will give you little details about it. So this is your chart. You need to choose the pictures that you personally like of these things. For example, element means it's whether air, fire, water. Food is just your favorite food. For somebody it might be pizza or ice cream or, okay, I will not go too far here because some of you, including me, might be hungry. Well, any type of food. Maybe it's salad, maybe it's apple. Then we have our favorite animal, which, some people have elephant as their favorite animal and someone like cat, like any kind. It may be a picture of your real cat. And these pictures doesn't have to be your pictures. I mean, the one that you actually took by yourself sometime. It may be just pictures from the internet, and it will be easier like that. Just turn on google.com and type whatever your favorite things are. Then we have accessory. Accessory can be anything that you may wear on yourself. It may be earrings, rings, purse, sunglasses, scarf, anything that you like. Favorite plant. For somebody it will be cactus, for somebody it will be some exotic tree, for somebody it will be flowers. Favorite color. I know being a nail technician it's extremely hard to have one, but you definitely, all of us have some colors that we keep in mind. Favorite piece of art. It may be a picture, a sculpture. Maybe it's music. Maybe you like classical music, then you need to look for a picture where people, orchestra playing violins, for example. Favorite interior, which is treated like, your dream house, but from the inside, or your dream room, whatever. For somebody, it will be, like really ancient style, all these antiques, brown furniture. For somebody, it will be something more than like Apple Store. And your dream destination. It might be where you've already been and you just love this place. It may be somewhere you've never been but you would like to, or it may be where you live already, if this is your dream destination. So you can find all this. So there are 9 pictures. You need to find them, and then you need to make them as it's shown right here. So you can use any app that makes a collage that combine them into one square. For example, I'm using the one, it's called Moldiv, and then you just make them into one picture. And we have more pictures of the nails of interest, reversion, same nail cool. Oh my God, that's such a beautiful nail that might even not need too much of the editing. Wow, cool. One, and I really also like it. I do not have my own, but I will eventually. Nails of interest, you see that there's a beautiful logo. So once you add a logo besides your name, it really makes, it's really recognizable. Will you post a link to the lens kit somewhere? Yes, Vivian, it will be on Nails Pro Academy stories on Instagram. All right, so do you want to see mine? Personal chart. And Daniel is asking, where did you get your jumper? Well, it's a Russian brand. I didn't find it anywhere on Amazon or online, but yeah, those are cats doing nails, like a cat salon. I'm late, Anna. That's no worries. You will be able to see the replay of this webinar. All right, yeah, so we have, this is how mine looks. I hope you did the screenshot of what's going on. So yeah, this is like my element, food, favorite animal, and so on. And you have to create your own as well, your personal chart of your favorite things in the world. And once you've done it, so this is the idea, the style of how your Instagram feed should look like. And do not take it like, okay, so do I need to post this? I don't even know how this animal is called in English. Well, anyways, it's kind of a weasel, but a different kind. So no, you do not have to post exactly those pictures, but you need to keep in mind those colors, those styles. For example, you see the earring that I like. It's really unusual, right? So I really like something that you do not see every day. I really, when some nail design gets popular, like for example, remember those dripping lips of Kylie that were like all over? And once it gets everywhere, you kind of, I don't start to hate it, I don't know. So I really like to do something that is not everywhere. That's why I try to do some designs that are unusual. The interior, and obviously looking at most of the pictures, you can tell that I really like white color, really like light colors. There's almost nothing dark. That's why I keep really light backgrounds on my feed. You can check that the most popular background that I use is white, even for my presentation today. And my favorite color, by the way, I chose this picture with a sunset, which is not actually a color, it's a few colors. It's an ombre, but I still find it really, this kind of colors really smoothing. So I use a lot of pastel colors, and also I like to combine a few colors in one design. So if you will do this, you will have an idea on how to, what exactly like things you need to post if you want to attract your clients. Because I heard this kind of complaint so often, like, I want to do more designs, but all my clients, they're so conservative, they only want to do red nails, or they want to do gel overlays and nothing else. Well, if you want to attract the certain clients with certain taste, then you need to project your own on your feed. And you probably noticed that it's very, very often that our clients have some common interests with us, whether they're in the same age group or maybe they just have similar hobbies. I noticed it a lot. Like, for example, when I started doing nails, I was really wanted to do extreme shapes, such as stiletto, edge, and everything. So I was doing them a lot on myself, including and posting this a lot. So people who wanted to do something crazy like that, they were, spotting me right away, because there were not many nail techs back then offering the same thing. And they were just coming to me and were like, wow, I didn't know that there's somebody, in Moscow who offers these stiletto nails. So I hope it makes sense that, you got the idea. So you don't have to share this publicly if you don't want to. You can just, make it and just keep it for yourself. It's not this kind of exercise, but it just will really help you to understand. And you see the favorite plant is lime tree. So I really like everything green, everything fresh. So I also try to use it in my photos. And by the way, I did this chart not so long ago. So the pictures I was doing before, they were like not intentionally using this ideas or chart, but they were still representing, me, my style. So this is kind of for the next level of just editing and taking a light pictures. But like I said, if you want to attract right people, somebody who will really, kind of be on the same page as you, because, it's okay. Some nail technicians, like I knew some, they just really like to do perfect shape, clean, the clean manicures, pedicures, and that's it. They do not like all these designs, all this nail art thing. They just want to do the perfect shaping. That's fine. Then you need, to post beautiful shapes and so on. Okay, so that is it. So you guys have two homeworks: edit your picture and do this chart. Once again, you don't have to share it if you don't want to. What app is used for the collage? Okay, I will show you it right now. So there are really many apps. You can search for them online. It's like just type collage app. But this is the one that I use. It's called Moldiv. This is their logo. So you just click it here, collage, choose whatever inlay you want. So we're looking for this one with the 9 pictures, and then you just tap and you just pick them from your camera roll. Well, mine is obviously full of nails, so one can catch sometimes, but there are really many of them out there. Okay, so 2 homeworks. And also, guys, if you learned at least one tip, at least something new that you might probably like or use for your work, please let me know what it was. Did you find it useful? Maybe you would like to learn something more. And having your beautiful pictures and having your feed beautiful is one of the things that you need to do to attract more clients. But we all know that it's not enough, unfortunately. The competition is big. There are so many people on Instagram today, and you also need to keep track of how to use hashtags. You need to post consistently. You can't just post today and then forget it for 2 weeks and then post again. It will all be lost. So one of the most important things you need to do is you need to switch to business account. If you haven't yet, I encourage you to do this because it gives you more statistics, more tools to track your insights, your engagement of your followers. So it will give you more tools. And we have the short course, which is called Nail Your Instagram. It's been out there for a while. It's a very simple course. It doesn't go too deep into marketing or anything. It's just how to, what you need to add to your highlights, what do you need to state in your profile so the clients can easily find you, and so on. What do you need to post in your stories? And I look forward to seeing your beautiful photos. Do not forget to use hashtag InstaNailWebinar. If you guys have any questions, we have like a couple minutes for the last of them. Becky sharing very nice, interesting seminar. Thank you a lot. Thank you. All right. So if you're not following us yet, then we can stay in touch. We are all over. We are on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Snapchat, on TikTok, and everywhere we have the same name, Nails Pro Academy. So it's pretty easy. You can also find me. I have some of my personal pages, such as on Instagram. It's also pretty simple. It's mostly NailCo everywhere. So it is on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Snapchat. Well, for me, Taking the picture of my own nail is much more easier, but I always take just one hand at a time. So I do not take a picture of both hands, well, obviously, because whether you need to ask someone, but once you ask someone to do this, then you cannot see it. So why it's easier? Because you can make your hold the posture like any posture that you like. For example, like this. And once you see something that you like, you just snap. But I always take just one hand at a time. And honestly, that's probably because I also do different styles, different designs on my both hands. Yeah, maybe that's the reason. All the same, just, hold some object when you feel like your hand looks beautiful. Take one at a time. That's definitely the best option. With yourself, you can play as long as you want. With yourself, the most easiest photos for me are the micro lens photos. Just take the posture that you like. It's pretty much the same. Super helpful. Thank you for sharing. Okay, and we have the last question from Twila. For my own nails, I have a cheap camera stand for like in a car. I mount it on my desk, then set a timer on my camera, so I have to position my hands. Ooh, thank you so much. By the way, that's a new tip for me. Thank you. And actually, yeah, that makes sense. In all the phones, there's also such an option when you just set the timer and it will automatically take a picture of your nails. Why not? Yeah, I'm probably not looking for the simple ways, but that's a good one. Thank you. That's really great that we can learn from each other as well. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you in my next webinars. Do not forget to use hashtag, and I look forward to your beautiful pictures. Goodbye.